We continue to get you ready for NC State. Brian Higgins, Ifeatu Melifonwu, and if you really had a breakout game this past week against UNC, and Chris Frederick's been so good this year, then he goes down with the ankle. What's that like, knowing that you probably had to go out there and roll with that spot the rest of the game?
At first, when I was out there for a couple series, and I'm just thinking like, oh, he's gonna come back, like he's gonna come out of the tent and he's gonna sub me in. So at first I kind of wasn't like settled in, and then he told me like he wasn't going back in. So he kind of like calmed me down a little bit, made me more comfortable, and that's what like you saw in the second half.
We know this in any level of football, high school, college, pros. If a starting cornerback gets hurt, the other team is going to throw at whoever comes into the game over and over again. You got tested a ton in the game. How hard is that to hang in play after play?
Well, corner, you got to have a short memory. So like they completed like 2 passes on me in the first half, but I wasn't really like, I didn't really lose focus because of that, because like I said, you got to have a short memory. So yeah, it's not that hard, I guess.
Worked out too. You had 4 pass breakups, so they came at you a lot, and you had the most at Syracuse, more than a decade in the game. We've watched Chris play and Scoop play. Both started most games this year, all games this year, most of the games last year. What have you taken away from those two? You got to watch them play last year when you redshirted in the early portion of this season.
What I've taken away most is like what Chris told me, to just after you get the call, just focus on your guy and just win your one-on-one. So basically just win your one-on-ones, and everyone will do like their 1/11th, and everything will be fine.
So with him out, and it doesn't sound serious, and hopefully he'll be back soon, but you young guys have got to step up. Yourself, Trill has played a ton and is playing more. Andre Cisco has been starting at safety basically since day one. How much do you guys lean on each other as 3 young guys out there in the secondary at the same time?
I think we lean on each other a lot because we're both like experiencing the same thing, because we all haven't got really a ton of reps. So I guess we kind of lean on each other, ask each other questions, things like that.
Take me to the latter stages of the game Saturday. The defense had to make some big stops late after, hey, North Carolina took over, the 40 going in to win the game late, and then it's a couple of overtime possessions. So what is the mood like onto the field at that point where you know if they get any points up, you guys might lose the game?
Like I said the other day, I think someone huddled us up and told us to do our 1/11th and do our job, and everything will work out. And I think we kind of like, it gave us like a sense of motivation towards the end of the game.
We've talked to so many veterans around here all season, Iffy, about the idea of a bowl game. None of them have been, how badly they want to go. How much do you feel that permeating the team right now, knowing that one more win could get these guys where they've wanted to go for so long?
I think it's a lot of motivation coming into this game, but I think we're just focused on this game because it's the next game. So
before we get into this next game, which is NC State, got to ask you about your brother, who NFL guy, big career at Connecticut and OB. How much did you learn from him on the way up, just being a few years behind him?
I learned a lot. He was always that role model, so I always wanted to strive to be like him or be better than him. So I think every step of the way he kind of gave me some advice and things like that.
When you see his name called in the NFL draft, that's got to push you even more, right?
Yeah, definitely. Once I saw that, I think in my phone I made like a timer, and it was like, I think it was either 4 or 5 years till the draft I would be in.
Okay.
And I kind of did that on my phone. So.
All right. How often do you check out that?
Actually, I haven't even checked that in a while. I don't think I've checked that since before he actually got to the Raiders, like before he went there.
All right. You'll have to make sure you update. You get the new phone every couple of years. You have to update that before you go to the draft.
Yeah.
Okay. NC State. Ryan Finley's coming in, one of the best quarterbacks in the country. How prepared is the defensive back unit here to see what he's thrown against you guys this week?
I think we're very prepared. It's early in the week, but I think we're prepared so far. He's a good decision maker, so we kind of have to be good decision makers on our own too.
All right, Iffy, fun to see your breakout moment this past game. Keep it going. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
Ifeatu Melifonwu, everybody. We'll see him this week against NC State.